I think there can be a revolution. The media landscape is changing very, very fast. It was norm. See, if you go back 200 years. Oh fuck, man! Go back to 400 years. You have the Gutenberg press in the 1600s, late 16th, second half of 1600s. Then you have that was how the first distribution was created. Extremely hard to copy. What has happened since 1600s down to 2000s is that creating and building distribution, the entry barrier of entry has come down to nothing, right? And also to a certain degree, human population has gone up, content consumption has gone up, right? And the best bet that anyone, I don't know, I've been consuming a lot of content around this, around like what does the future of social media really look like. I'm really obsessed with it. Uh, and it seems like, like a lot of AI generated content, like every second reel is AI generated at this point, and I'm still watching it. And I'm confused, like, man, it scares me to death exactly what's going to happen to all of us. What is going to happen to this business? Are we even going to have content created by humans at all at some point or not? But at the same time, the next revolution won't be, by some guy named Rupert Murdoch. The next set of distributions won't be built by a really old white man. It's going to be built by a kid from the slums of Dharavi because he understands a niche and he knows how to speak to the people in that niche, right? So I think hyper niche is going to be the next big thing, and I think that's something that everyone's kind of latching on to and doubling down on. That's something I also want to do, something that really is very exciting.
I'm also super fascinated with that. I think the only like one level of nuance around what he said, which I completely agree with, is that as much as it's the barrier to entry and the ability to build distribution, especially niche distribution, has just become so much more accessible. The noise on that distribution also got so much more cluttered, like you said, with AI enabling more content to be made, with people from everywhere being able to make. I made this page on Notion, which is when the day I decided to stop making content because I just wanted time to think. It's called No Social Media.
Okay.
And I've just collected all the same like deep dive into the black hole onto this one page, and I'm just every day asking it to summarize it to me, and I'm just reading it because I want to consume and understand, and I want to stop. I needed to get out of the rat race. We make like 100 pieces of content a day. Right. If I have to do it for myself, I'm hyper conscious and I put way more time into that piece. So I'm like, no, I need to figure out what's going to happen next.
Right.
I don't know, but I'm obsessively thinking about it, like he said.
I feel like all three of us are extensively, some folks who are attached to social media.
Right.
But I very seriously doubt if we spend that much time on social media or with our phones. Like every time I enter office, my phone goes on D&D. I don't touch it. I don't want to touch my phone. I'm with my copy. My laptop is on D&D. No one can reach me.
Same.
You want to reach me? Come upstairs. No, it's
all
like
notifications off.
one flight of stairs, I'm always accessible.
My WhatsApp notification is permanently off.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. It's not allowed to ping me.
Yeah.
I'll open it when like I'm in that space, and if someone wants to reach me some other way, they'll call somebody around me.
Yeah.
Because the flow, right? You just can't think.
Yeah.
At the same time, like earlier we used to hire people for execution. Now we hire people for decision making. That is, in less than a span of a year, that significant change has come.
Right.
Like who hires graphic designers? No, I'll get a video editor who can use Midjourney to create stuff, to create thumbnails. In his free time, like he spends 6 hours a day editing videos. 2 hours he spends on thumbnails. Right. Execution, yeah, but very interesting, like how it's going to affect the future. It's scary. I feel to a certain degree that our field is either dying or about to take an upwards trajectory. It's only those two options. Either it's going to be direct to consumer, just like products are reaching, information is going to reach consumers directly in their heads or something. Some sci-fi bullshit.
I don't think it's dying. The mediums are evolving. That's it.
Yeah.
And we'll adapt to those.
I think it's not dying. I think our brains may die,
I'll-
but it's going to do fine.
Someone's going to die.
Yeah.
No, with all the AI, is it just a buzzword, or it's actually truly impacting the way we operate?
I don't think any of us would say it's a buzzword.
It's not a buzzword for sure. I think maybe right now we're working a lot more on like efficiency increasing and optimization, but that's the start of it.
If you can give me an example of how you implemented AI in your work.
I think a couple of things. While, like he said, right, that we're overusing AI to create things that we want to create. The decision making is on us. So it's only increasing the efficiency, it's optimizing on the resources that we have. I'd say I recently could get in 2 hours, I could get like 7 days of work done in scripting. Because my ChatGPT understands me, talks like me. Primarily, I've spoken enough to my ChatGPT to do what I do, and it does it a lot faster. And in fact, I was surprised that it did it in Hindi conversational language, and that's something that was surprising. But the point is, this is just optimization, this thing. But I think eventually we can also see it in a more personalized storytelling, in a more formats that I think will evolve the way that we use social media in general. Like it will give us the power to reach the consumer in a more contextual format, and not just like tracing their behaviors. Maybe performance will see its own. Right now, organic is seeing its own AI transformation. Maybe performance will also see it in terms of like targeting and stuff like that. But I think right now it's a start of it where we're just seeing it internally within an agency, to some extent to the client. But I think eventually I see it
will evolve.
100%. I don't think it's a buzzword.
You did answer the question like how have you infused AI into your work, but Azaan and Vyom.
I mean, I'm not a tech-minded, like technically thinking type of person, but I just try to keep it really simple and just augment the work that the people in my team are doing. So it's essentially like I'm sitting with each person one day or a couple of people a week, and just trying to understand what they do and make them kind of make the AI their like founder's office, right? Because I have a founder's office and it's just incredibly helped me to do more. So I'm just trying to make everybody have a founder's office. I'm just trying to like keep it simple. That's how I'm approaching it, because I don't understand the technical side of it.
I wish I had a company as big as Azaan's to care about AI. But like jokes aside, I think our copywriting team extensively uses Claude. We have a team-wide subscription for everyone who's in the creative team. For them, we're in the process of building internal systems where copywriting is essentially AI generated. The reason it's AI generated is because I have a problem with execution, dude. If a creative cycle is taking me 10 days, like she mentioned earlier, it's becoming efficient. I like to call it man hours, right? A copywriter takes 10 days to finish an entire cycle for one client, which means that copywriter can handle between at max 3 clients, right? In a working month. But working month has 20 days. That means my margins are getting affected just because that guy is spending too much fucking time on writing a copy. No, I want to make more money, dude. I'm a crony capitalist. So I'm like, okay, let me look at it this way. If I can reduce the cycle down to maybe 3 days, okay. 3 days is very unrealistic. Maybe like 5 days. We've actually done that in certain cases where we've understood that if we take these formats, we create projects within Claude, and that's actually something that you can very easily get done. Feed it enough data. And then you ask yourself, what's the blocker? They're like, oh, scripting takes too much time. Okay, use Claude. Okay, ideation takes too much time. Okay, use Claude. Dude, my LinkedIn posts and everything, all ideas, everything I post on LinkedIn comes through Claude. I am a decision maker. I don't execute. My problem is I have really smart people in the team. How dare they do labor? How dare they write? They can tell and treat Claude as if they're an intern. I respect my team to such a high degree that I feel like they're being disrespectful to themselves when they manually tweak copies. Like, that's great, guys. Teach AI to do it. Save your time. Let us make more money so that we can give more perks to the team. Right. So that's the thing. Like, you get really smart people, you reward them for using and being more efficient, and you use that extra cash to keep rewarding them. So that's how we are using it. At least in the creative team, it's not, we've like really not reached video editors. The graphic design team uses it like crazy. Like, dude, like I see 6,000 rupees randomly vanish from the company bank account because they have like multiple Midjourney subscriptions. It hurts, dude. And we use AI very extensively to save a lot of time.
I think I want to connect what he said to what Saloni was talking about, right? What he's doing pretty awesomely, I guess, is he's taking something that usually a typical company, people in the team would see as a threat, which is technology, AI. Oh fuck, I have to do this. I have to figure it out. I have to put some shit into some cloud. What is this? And he's made it a positive culture. He's celebrating that, right? Saying that this is how we're going to use it, and then we're going to give you perks. Now use it. It's that reward system that you have to build, and that culture that you have to build with something new and disruptive to really take advantage of it.
Absolutely. Invariably, I ask my team to, use extensively wherever possible, so that, the productivity is much larger than, what we can produce. Because as entrepreneurs or solopreneurs or, agency founders, we always have a tussle between, the deliverables, the costing, a lot of things that we have to keep in mind. So I think AI has, kind of been a boon to me, obviously. So
I feel like the employees have to be forced to use AI. They don't understand.
No, I'm telling you, it's very difficult. I have someone in my team who's there, who resists, who desists. I mean, you call it like no AI. It takes time, I guess, for them to realize.
See, but if they realize that they will have more, they can go home early, that they can spend time doing things otherwise.
But I've had a different experience. I think it could be because like the average age of people in the agency is 21. What happens is they come and they'll tell me a new tool every day, and I'll be like, you figure it out and you execute it. And I'm primarily learning a lot more about AI from people in the organization. And a lot of times I have to, like, if a decision comes to me, I have to tell them this is to AI. I think we've also that, right? Like, to humanize what AI is bringing out, copy tweaking for that matter. Of course, like if the training for the AI has been done correctly. But yeah, I think it's a lot about either the culture or the context from which we're operating.